A small town of Houston seemed ordinary, but for Peyton, life had always been anything but simple. She had built her life around structure, a successful writing career, a devoted husband, and 2 children. Yet beneath the carefully curated facade, a restlessness gnawed at her soul. She had always followed the rules, never strayed from the path society laid before her. That is, until she met Elena. Elena was different. A free spirit, an artist with a smile that could light up the darkest corners of any room. She moved through life with a confidence Peyton had only admired from afar. When their paths crossed at a local art gallery, Peyton felt an unfamiliar stir in her heart. It wasn't just admiration for Elena's paintings. It was something far more intense, far more dangerous. Their initial conversations were casual, centered around art, literature, and shared curiosities. Yet, Peyton found herself hanging on Elena's every word, drawn to the vibrancy she exuded. Elena noticed the subtle glances Peyton tried to hide, the way her hand lingered on the edge of a painting longer than necessary. There was an unspoken electricity, a tension neither wanted to name, yet both felt. One rainy afternoon, Elena invited Peyton to her studio. The walls were adorned with canvases exploding with color and emotion, a reflection of Elena herself. As Elena guided Peyton through her collection, their hands brushed a fleeting touch that sent a shiver down Peyton's spine. She tried to pull away, reminding herself of her life, her commitments. But Elena's gaze held a challenge and an invitation all at once. "I've never met anyone who sees the world the way you do," Elena whispered, stepping closer. Peyton's heart raced, a dangerous mix of fear and longing. In that moment, the world outside the studio ceased to exist. The only thing that mattered was the connection between them, raw and undeniable. Then, as if drawn together by an invisible force, their lips met. It was a tentative kiss at first, a gentle exploration, but it quickly deepened into something more consuming. Peyton's hands trembled as they rested on Elena's shoulders, while Elena's fingers tangled in Peyton's hair, grounding them both in the intensity of the moment. It was a kiss that spoke of years of longing, of suppressed desires, of lives waiting to collide. Days turned into nights filled with secret meetings, stolen glances, and whispered confessions. Peyton wrestled with guilt, with the weight of her choices, but she could no longer deny the truth. Elena had awakened a part of her she had kept hidden, even from herself. Elena, in turn, showed Peyton the beauty of surrendering to love, of embracing passion without shame. Their relationship was far from simple. Peyton faced judgment, fear, and the uncertainty of leaving behind a life she had built with care. Yet every moment with Elena was worth the risk. They discovered each other in ways that transcended the physical, the tender caress of hands, the shared laughter in quiet cafes, the comfort of simply being seen. The turning point came one evening under a star-studded sky. Peyton realized that love was not about convenience or perfection. It was about truth, courage, and connection. She could no longer live a life half hidden, half denied. With trembling hands, she turned to Elena, their eyes locking with unspoken understanding. "I don't want to hide anymore," Peyton admitted, her voice breaking. "I don't want to live a life that isn't mine." Elena smiled, a mix of relief and love shining in her eyes. "Then we'll face it together," she whispered, pulling Peyton into a fierce embrace. Their kiss that night was not just about desire, it was a declaration of freedom, of authenticity, of two souls choosing each other despite the world's expectations. In the weeks and months that followed, Peyton navigated the challenges of her old life while embracing the new. She found strength in Elena's unwavering support and clarity in the love they shared. Each kiss, each touch, each shared moment was a reminder that love, in its purest form, cannot be denied. By choosing Elena, Peyton chose herself, her truth, and a love that was fearless and unrestrained. Their story, like the colors in Elena's paintings, was vivid, passionate, and unapologetically real. a love that transcended labels and expectations, a love that would endure. And in each other's arms, Peyton and Elena found not just passion, but home.